God. Dr. Darden. Dr. Darden, the experiment's going through another change.
All right, we'll be right there. Don't touch anything. This whole goddamn thing is going down the tubes.
What's going on?
Don't worry, I accounted for this.
Oh. But you didn't account for this.
Commander Krieger. We're getting a distress call.
Put him through.
It's coming from the research facility on the planet Phaebon.
We've had an accident. It's out of control. We need help. We've had an accident. Anyone, respond. Please respond.
Get him back.
The transmission has cut out. Recommend you terminate R&R immediately. Commander, there are 3 unidentified vessels approaching our ship. Your presence on the bridge would be appreciated.
Smoothly. Throw up the deflectors. I'll be up right away. Damage?
Nice of you to join us. They've penetrated our Sector 3 defense shields.
Divert power to the lasers.
That wouldn't be my first choice, Commander.
Well, do me a favor. Try it. Go evasive. Retarget the lasers. Use a random pattern. Now what?
It's not my fault.
Well, whose fault is it? It's got to be the main connection under the panel. I told you to get it fixed this morning.
Some of us have other responsibilities, Commander.
I'm gonna have to hold it together manually now. Fire when I give you the command. Unless you've got a better idea.
Nope.
God. All right. Fire!
Good shot.
Fire!
Two down. Not bad for a human.
Fire.
Well, I don't want to distract you from some very important business, but we got a problem.
Fire.
Tin Pan?
Thanks.
How's the ship?
Defense shields are out. Lasers are out. Generators at 30%.
Where'd you say that distress call was coming from?
From a research lab on the planet Phaebon. It's not far from here.
Well, we'll have to risk it. Set course for Phaebon. How much trouble could a couple of scientists get into anyway? You call that a landing? I'm Commander Steve Krieger, freelance controller responding to distress signal. This is my second in command, Tin Pan. What seems to be the problem?
Welcome to the Phaebon Research Laboratory. I am Dr. Emily Stote, head of research. This is Dr. Salinger.
Marissa Salinger, genetics.
The call was a little premature, Commander Krieger, if our radio hadn't gone out.
But we're happy you're here.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me this is a false alarm?
There is no immediate danger. If you follow us, Commander, we'll show you to your quarters.
Nice going. False alarm. Well, this is very nice. I don't believe it. You happy? You satisfied? You brought us all this distance and they don't even need us?
There does seem to be some dispute in that area.
Oh?
Dr. Salinger thinks it's very important we stay.
I'll tell you what I think is important. We get back to the ship, we make it operable, and we're in the star charts. We're out of here. We're history. See if we can't get this bucket up and running again. I'm getting a bad feeling about this place.
We have a problem, Commander.
Nothing you can't fix, I hope.
Oh, there you are.
Oh, hi, Doc.
We're ready in the conference room.
We need to talk.
Let's talk on the way. It was hard enough getting Emily to have this meeting.
Commander Krieger, this is a high-security research facility. We're stationed on Phaebon because we can experiment and take risks here that would be unthinkable on Earth.
What kind of experiments?
Genetic engineering, bacteriological mostly, but not in this case.
What's this case?
Excuse me. Should've been looking where I was going.
It's all right. Aren't you headed the wrong way?
Just gotta go to my room and get some stuff.
Tim, don't leave. Commander Krieger, please, come in. Everyone, I would like to introduce Commander Steve Krieger and his executive officer, Tin Pan. Steve, Tin Pan, this is our chief bacteriologist, Frank Darden, Jill Tolman, computer electronics specialist, Sal Dickens, engineer, and Devin Latham, the sole survivor of the Astrolab 6 incident. As we all know, our objective here on Phaebon is to find a cure for the Delta 5 virus.
Oh, shit.
I'm very sorry to hear you feel that way, Commander Krieger, but you can rest assured it wasn't my idea to bring you here.
Whose was it then? I get the distinct impression you're in charge.
I sent the call. And I don't think it was premature.
That remains to be seen.
We had an emergency on our hands, and still do.
It was not an emergency, it was a problem, and that problem has been solved.
One of our research assistants has contracted a very rare disease, possibly transmitted through one of the viruses that we have been experimenting with.
What?
Why didn't you tell us this before?
Marissa and I have discovered that the only way to combat an aggressive virus like Delta 5 is to create an even more aggressive virus. One that will single out and destroy Delta 5, which renders our immune system so helpless, and yet coexist with our benign cells in a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
But we ended up creating a monster.
It is not a monster.
I can't believe this.
Joe was in the lab, checking the conditions in the incubator. Just before we discovered him taken with the disease, he told us the liquid in the petri dish was bubbling.
And shortly after, it did begin to change.
Changed?
Yes. It appears to be a metamorphic mutant.
Oh, what?
An ordinary mutant is genetically different from its parent. A metamorphic mutant changes its genetic structure, mutating as it grows.
We needed a virus that could adapt as Delta 5 threw up its defenses. And this new virus is our most promising project yet.
Does it work?
Do you mean, can the mutant virus kill the Delta 5 virus? Unfortunately, no. But